Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Tyler from TKD back with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video, and today I'm going to be going over the 5 honors cards that are out right now. I'm going to try to move a little quicker on these because I don't want this to take too long. I'm going to start with BOSA and then work my way up through Thomas, Gilmore, McCaffrey, and then Lamar, so 96 to 98. First thing I'm going to do is I have 3 packs to open. I've had these midfield and red zone packs for a while now, and honestly, I don't think there's going to be any better time to see if I can pull something out of them. Am I recording? Yeah. So I just watched the stream. Series 5 is coming out tomorrow. Pretty excited for that. I saw a bunch of the themed diamonds that are coming out. I missed who the master was going to be, so if you guys could put in the comments section who the Series 5 master is, if they happen to say it, that would be great. So I'm going to definitely go over some of the themed diamonds. I don't know if I'll go over all of them or if I'll just pick like the ones that I think are the best and then just do those cards. Like, I'm definitely going to do the Taylor Mays and I'm definitely going to do the Night Train. But we'll see what I do past that. I'm not really sure. That might be good. So nothing out of those packs. Let's go ahead and hop right into the cards because that's really what this is about. So we're going to start with BOSA and Thomas since they came out yesterday. So I'm just going to say now, before we even get to BOSA's card, if you have the Rookie Premier, which you should have done BOSA's Rookie Premier if you did any of them, you're set. So I don't love the card, but I also don't hate it. It's just kind of average in my opinion. So he's fast, he has good block shed and power move at 90, 94 finesse move, good play rec, tackle, good excel. He's 6'4", which is solid. However, he's going for almost 700K. So if you have his Premier card, I think that's good. Definitely use it. I have his Premier card, and my right end's a Nat, so I'll probably use both. But the other one is Aaron Donald at this area, and Aaron Donald's going for 450, which is considerably cheaper. And Aaron Donald's just better. 96 block shed, 97 power move, 94 finesse move. I can actually do a comparison because, like I said, I have BOSA, and this Sue is Nat, so I'm going to keep him. But Donald's faster. He's stronger. He has better play rec. He has better block shed, power move, same finesse move. If you need to buy a right end, buy Aaron Donald. If you have Nick Bosa's Rookie Premier, I would just go with that. And say you have Aaron Donald, but you can sell him, and you have Bosa's Premier. If you don't have a ton of coins like me or some of the other people, so you want to move those coins to another position, I think Nick Bosa is good enough to use him instead of Aaron Donald if you're going to sell Aaron Donald. But if you want to buy one or the other, definitely go with Aaron Donald, and I think that's like pretty obvious with their stats and their price. All right, guys, so now we're on Michael Thomas. So the lowest Michael Thomas is going for 550. 91 speed. He has great catching, great route running. I really like Michael Thomas like as a player, and I will eventually probably get his card, but I'm going to wait until he gets a card that's a little bit faster. I mean, Marvin Harrison, Randy Moss, Torrey Holt. Torrey Holt's probably getting another upgrade when the series comes out, so there's really no room for him on my team. Even Brandon Cooks and Marquise Brown I'd rather use because of the speed. So if you want someone that's going to run a great slant for you, this is your guy, but I feel like in this game, you're either going to be running the ball or you're running something that's open. Like, the receiver is open. You don't need him to make a bunch of catch and traffic plays. And if you do really like Michael Thomas and you want Michael Thomas, if you have the power up, and someone actually mentioned this in the comments, if you have the power up, you can just put this Michael Thomas into the power up, and boom, you have the team or the honors card. Now, obviously, if you put the honors card in the power up, then it's going to be like +2 speed to what this card is. But honestly, if you want Michael Thomas, I would just stop at this card and this power up. It's like half the price. But personally, I wouldn't get Michael Thomas unless you really like him because I don't know, he's just not fast enough, and in this game you need speed. Like the Sammy Watkins, 93 speed. I mean, I think this card is better than Michael Thomas. Yeah, his catching isn't as good, but all of his route running is over 90, which personally I think that's all that really matters is they're all over 90. And then he's faster than Michael Thomas. So that's really what matters in this game is them being fast. I will say Michael Thomas is 6'3", which is really nice for a receiver. But as for Nick Bosa and Michael Thomas, if you have Nick Bosa's Premier, I'd use him, but if you don't, I would stay away from both of these cards unless you want to get them for a theme team. All right, guys, so the next card that we have is Stephon Gilmore. He got the Defensive Player of the Year card. First thing I want to point out on this card, 99 man coverage, 6'1". I've had Stephon Gilmore cards in the past. They always play really good for me, but kind of like Michael Thomas, he's just a little on the slower end in my opinion. So my starting corners, you have Mel Blount, same speed. You have Night Train Lane, same speed. And then Denzel Ward and Dante Jackson are the ones with the burners. The card I'm really waiting on right now is Jalen Ramsey. But I think the Stephon Gilmore is good. However, he's definitely not worth 4 million coins. If I was you, I'd probably hold off on it. So let's look at a card in the similar range of overall. He's in 97, so Sherman, say. 91 speed, 94 man, 99 zone. So he's more of a zone coverage corner. He's only got one less speed, though, and the man is still high enough to lock people down with 98 press. And he's a tenth of the price right now, which obviously Gilmore's going to go down. And let's see if another one's come up. Okay, so, yeah, not really. Gilmore's not worth 4 mil. I don't think any card personally is worth 4 mil. Let's just see Casey Hayward. 91 speed, 97 man, 94. That's basically just a dumbed down version of Gilmore, except for this isn't a limited card, and he's a lot cheaper. So if I was you, I would probably stay away from Gilmore, definitely for now. Let's look at, I feel like Champ Bailey's a good comparison. 94 speed, 96 man, 90 press. This card has everything that Gilmore has, because once you hit a certain point, like, if you have that 90 overall threshold, some people say they play better. I think that 96 man and 99 man they're going to play about the same, especially because you can easily kim this Champ Bailey up to 99 man, and he's so much faster and so much cheaper. So if you want Gilmore because of who it is, or you have a Patriots theme team, by all means get him. But if you don't want him, you can get Tre'Davious White, you can get Champ Bailey, and they're going to play just as well, if not better, because they're faster. So in my opinion, I would also stay away from Gilmore. One issue I have with these cards is they're limited, so they're going to be so expensive. Once Series 6 comes out and these cards get their Reduxes, it's going to be completely different. Once they have Reduxes, then they're going to be a lot more viable to use. And also, if you have power-up passes, you can probably use them in better areas. And I'll probably put that in here as we're going through, which we don't even have a 97 overall power-up pass, but BOSA, Michael Thomas, and Gilmore, I don't think any of them are worth a power-up pass. So unless you're doing it for a theme team, like I've said, I would stay away from this card as well. All right, guys. So the next card I'm going to go over is Christian McCaffrey, and I think he got Fantasy Player of the Year. Yeah. So 93 speed, 99 agility, 95 elusiveness, and 95 excel. That really is what a McCaffrey card is, but the 87 catching. So here's kind of the difference between McCaffrey and all the other running backs. If you want a running back that you're just going to run the ball with, don't get McCaffrey. I have Bo, Eric Dickerson, guys like that are who you want. But if you are trying to just throw to your running back out of the backfield, this is probably your best option. With that being said, I don't think he's worth a mil. Unless you're a Panthers theme team or you love McCaffrey, I don't think he's worth this much. However, if you have his power up, you can take his power up to what would probably be like a 95 or a 96, and that card's probably going to be very similar to what it is here. And once he gets his Redux, you can then go ahead and get the McCaffrey card. So here's Bo, 96 speed, 96 truck, 94 break tackle. Let's go ahead and check out what their juke and spin. So McCaffrey has 96 spin, 94 juke, which is amazing. However, I also feel this way. I feel like 90 spin and 92 juke are about the same as 94 and 96 because they're both over that 90 threshold. As well as with McCaffrey, you're going to be able to get evasive on him. And once you have evasive on a card, I feel like their moves are just the same. Because at that point, it doesn't really matter about your stat. It's just about the ability move. So honestly, I like Bo and Eric Dickerson over them. I don't have issues with them not catching balls. Like, obviously, if they're not open, they're probably not going to catch it. And they might miss 1 out of 10, which, I mean, that can be a killer. McCaffrey's not going to have any problems with that, and you can run him as, like, a receiver if you ever need to. But until he gets his Redux, I don't think this is a card you should get. However, I do like the card. I think it has really good stats. As for a power-up pass, I feel like this card is more viable for a power-up pass than the other two 97s, but I still would probably wait and find a better card to use it on. And I'm going to say this after every card, and I'll say it at the end as well. If you're running a Panthers theme team or you just like Christian McCaffrey, then get the card. Like, if you love someone in real life, like as a player, then don't let me telling you that I'm not a huge fan of the card or I think you should stay away from it, stop you from getting it. Like, the new Taylor Mays that's coming out, I'm sure there's going to be people that say, oh, don't get this because it's a safety. There's all kinds of safeties. I'm probably going to get him just because I like Taylor Mays and I'm a Bengals fan. So if you like a card, get the card. All right, guys. So now we have Lamar Jackson, and I'm going to have to make this quick. So here's the stats on the card. This is actually the first one I've seen, and I would not be surprised if someone like a YouTuber buys this right now. 6'2", 95 speed, 92 throw power, 95, 90, 91 for all of his accuracies, 97 throw under pressure, 97 on the run, 96 play action. This is a good card, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. The other honors cards, I was like, they're limiteds. I'd probably stay away. This is a good card. 96 speed powered up, 93 throw power, everything else obviously be +1. He meets all of the thresholds. Yes, the throw power is a little lower than what you'd like to see. However, with 95 speed, I mean, this dude's going to be absolutely insane. 96 agility. What does he have for 91 spin and 98 juke? He will have 99 juke move when you get him powered up. 92 stamina, so, I mean, he's going to get tired. He doesn't have, like, 99 stamina, but this is going to be a really good card. And something that makes this card even better than what you guys might think is I have his abilities pulled up right now. And he gets Dashing Deadeye and Escape Artist in both the Tier 2 and Tier 3 slots. So he's going to be able to make all the throws that people had Mahomes for earlier, except for now, instead of 86 speed, he's got 95 speed. So this is the only honors card that I say 100%. If you can afford this card, get this card. I'm going to stay with Mahomes just because of how much I love Mahomes and like he's like my favorite player. But if I didn't have that bias towards Mahomes and I could afford it, I would do everything I could to get this Lamar Jackson. I think this is the best card in the game right now, hands down, any position, because this card can literally win you games by itself with that speed and the throw power or the throwing stats and the ability to throw on the run and hit every single time. That's insane. Like, this card is going to be absolutely unreal. If you match up against this card in head-to-head, I'm sorry. I am so sorry because you are going to have the biggest headache you've ever had to deal with in that game, especially if someone knows how to use them. Now, if somebody goes into the game and all they're trying to do is run with this card, throw a corner and a spy on one of those crazy blitzes, and I think you'll be all right. But if they can actually run a good offense, and if you're locking down their offense and then they take off, it's going to be tough to beat them with this card. So when the 98 power-up pass comes out, this is the card I would use it on. Obviously, we don't have other 98s in the game right now, and we will be getting Night Train as a 98, which is going to be crazy, but this is a limited, so he's going to go for more most likely. And this card is just absolutely insane. And you probably have to have at least this card to get Dashing Deadeye. And he's going to be a 99 when you power him up. So when the Redux comes out, then definitely, if you want him or if you don't have a bias to another quarterback, this is your guy. Right now, he's going to stay expensive. I see this card probably sitting at $2 million, maybe more. And I know earlier I said a card's not really worth $1 million. I don't think a card's ever worth that. With the way the game's played and the way other stats are right now, this card might just be worth 2 million coins. I will be honest with you. And I would love to try to get a gameplay with this card, but I don't even think I'd be able to afford it. Like, that's how much this is going to go for. So I'll compare him to Mahomes, who's like the only other card you can even compare him to. Just 10 plus speed. Yes, Mahomes is going to be a better, pure thrower of the ball. But Dashing Deadeye takes away those inaccurate passes when he's running, and with Escape Artist, you're probably always going to be running. So, in my opinion, Lamar Jackson is hands down the best card in the game. He's definitely the best honors card that came out, and to me, he's the only honors card that you absolutely need to get on your team if you can do it and you don't have bias. Like I said, I'm going to stick with Mahomes because I love Mahomes. Eventually, I'm going to get this card. Right now, I'm a little short on the coins, but I might grind and get it and just blow all my coins on this card because I'm a huge Patrick Mahomes fan. But yes, Lamar Jackson is the best card that came out. In my opinion, best card in the game. If you get a 98 overall power-up pass, use it on Lamar Jackson. When his Redux comes out, that's when I think it's going to be time for the rest of us like me to try to get him if I want to use him. So, like I said, you got Patrick Mahomes. I think the best comparison to Lamar is probably going to be Vic and Kyler, but they can't get Dashing Deadeye, and right there, that doesn't make them anywhere near his value. So that's kind of my opinion on these cards, and I'm going to say this one more time because I always want to say this. If you like a player in real life, like he's your favorite player, get his card. It doesn't matter what anybody on YouTube tells you. This card's not worth it. Don't spend your coins on this card. If Lamar is your favorite player, or if Michael Thomas is your favorite player, or if McCaffrey is your favorite player, get that card, because like that's the point of Ultimate Team, is to play with players that you like. These are your favorite players in the NFL, so you get to build your team around them. That's why I always have Jamal Adams cards, because Jamal Adams is like my favorite safety in the league. So if you're doing a theme team or they're your favorite player, get the card. If you're not, I would stay away from all of them except Lamar. If you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you out, drop a like and subscribe. Go ahead and put in the comment section if you guys agree or disagree with what I said. And until next time, peace.